Hello friends, today we shall discuss one more method of finding out the particular integral in the solving the linear differential equations. The case is P dot I denoted by y suffix P equal to 1 upon f of d into x times v. What is x? X is an algebraic single degree term x and v is any other function of x. So 1 upon f of d into x times v. This is its shortcut formula is this is note this is equal to bracket x minus f prime of d upon f of d times 1 upon f of d into v of x. So you should note this formula. One upon f of d into x times v is equal to in bracket x minus f prime of d upon f of d bracket close into 1 upon f of d into v operating on the another function multiplier function v of x. We are using this formula to solve this example. D square plus 4 times y is equal to x sine. So let us say this example. D square plus 4 times y is equal to x sine x. X into sine x. X times v. So here our function v is obviously sine of x. Now, at the outset we use f of d equal to 0 auxiliary equation. So here auxiliary equation is d square plus 4 equal to 0. D is equal to 0 plus minus 2i. The roots are complex and conjugate pair in terms. So yc, the what we say as the complementary function part is equal to c1, not c1, e raised to power 0x. Here alpha is 0, beta is equal to 2. So e raised to power 0x means 1 into c1 cos of beta x means twice x plus c2 times sine of 2x. That is our complementary function part. Now, next. What is pi? Yp. Its formula is 1 upon f of d. Here f of d is d square plus 4 into x, right hand side function x times v. X, our function is x sine x. Now here 1 upon f of d into x sine x, x into v. I am using this formula here. So that is equal to in bracket, very simple, x minus f prime of d. This is f of d, d square plus 4. So f prime of d would be equal to twice d upon f of d bracket close into 1 upon d square plus 4 operating on sine x. So that is further equal to x into this x times 1 upon d square plus 4 operating on sine x minus twice d upon d square plus 4 d square plus 4 into 1 upon d square plus 4 operating on sine x. Now, what is 1 upon d square plus 4 operating on sine x? This is the shortcut formula for the trigonometric case. Sine of x ax. A is 1 over here. So we obviously replace d square by minus a square. So here we would be replacing d square by minus 1 square. Minus 1. I am replacing d square by minus 1. Here also I am replacing d square by minus 1. So it is minus 1 plus 4 is 3. So it is x by 3 sine of x, I have operated here, minus twice d upon d square plus 4. Again this is 4 minus 1 sine x, 1 by 3 sine x. So that is further equal to x by 3 sine x or x sine x by 3 minus 2 by 3 d upon. Again I am here replacing d square by minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is again equal to 3 sine x. That is further equal to x sine x by 3 minus 2 by 9 times d of sine x. That is further equal to x sine x upon 3 minus 2 by 9, and d of sine x, derivative of sine x with respect to x is cos. So every f of d term has been exhausted over here. We have operated with each and every capital D in f of d by using corresponding formula. For example, we have used the x times v formula, then we have independently used the trigonometric formula, and we have found the final value of yp. So this is nothing but the final value of yp. General solution, y is equal to yc plus yp. Yc was c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. Added this part that constitute your general or complete solution of this differential equation. Here, one care should be taken over here. Here, while using this formula, here it is sine of what we say x. If it is sine of 2x, what will happen? The same formula, same f of d, but just in case of sine x, if it is sine of 2x, here it would have been a failure case. Here also. So we cannot use this formula. When we cannot use this formula, if and only if 1 upon f of d into v of x, this case should not be equal to a failure case. If it is failure, it would be obviously infinitive. We cannot apply this formula here. So note this, that care should be taken. 1 upon f of d into v of x should not necessarily be a failure case. So I hope method is very simple. You need to remember the formula only. If you apply the formula direct and simple numerical calculations is there, simple differentiation and all that, you will get the final answer. Now, we shall now discuss yet another method of finding out the particular integral. All the shortcut methods, they are over now. Up till now, there are 6-7 cases of shortcut method. Exponential case, in exponential case, we use the constant and a raised to power x cases also. Then after exponential, we use exponential case for applying with the hyperbolic case also, because we know the exponential formula for sin h of x, cos h of x. So hyperbolic case after an exponential case, then trigonometric case, sin of ax plus minus b, cos of ax plus minus b. After trigonometric case, we discuss the algebraic case. After algebraic case, we discuss the exponential shift case, e raised to power ax into v. After e raised to power ax into v, we have also considered x to the power m cos ax, x to the power m sin ax, separating real and imaginary parts. After that, we have discussed this today's case, x times v. That finishes the method of all shortcuts. Only these cases we need to discuss over here. So, topic of shortcut methods, they are over. Yet another method is called as variation of parameter method. Variations of parameter. We shall discuss now. VOP. Variations of parameters. Method. It is one of the simplest and of course the cracking method of determining the general solution of the second order linear differential equations only. We cannot employ this VOP, which is also called as variations of parameter method, to the higher degree LD is greater than 2. Third and fourth degrees we cannot solve by this method. The different linear differential equations with constant coefficients of the second order only we can solve under this method. So, method is step 1. Obtain YC. As it is second order linear differential equations, obviously it has two roots. Since it has two roots, it must involve in its complementary function part the two arbitrary constants. So let us consider YC is C1 Y1 plus C2 Y2. This is the first and foremost step. YC is to be obtained by the auxiliary equation. Step 2. In step 2, we find the Wronskian W. W-R-O-N-S-K-I-A-N. Wronskian was the mathematician. The capital W is notation after him. The Wronskian capital W, its formula is y1 into y2 dash minus y1 dash into y. You can better remember this formula of Wronskian W by this 2 by 2 determinant. Y1 first row is y1 y2, second row is y1 dash y2 dash y2 prime. So value of this 2 by 2 determinant is of course y1 into y2 prime minus y1 prime into y2. So this is the second step in which we determine the Wronskian W. The third step is step 3. We find U and V. Obtain U, its formula is minus integral y2 into capital X upon W dx and V by y1 into capital X upon Wronskian W into dx. y1, y2, they are the two functions in this complementary function parts. The multipliers of C1 and C2 respectively. W is of course determined from y1, y2 by this 2 by 2 determinant. And capital X. What is capital X? Capital X is nothing but your right hand side function in LDE. X is, I have not mentioned it, you must right hand side function, which is function of X independent variable X only. Note this. In the third step we determine U and V. After determining u and v, the fourth step, the particular integral yp is written as u times y1 plus v times y2. General solution, step 6th, general solution. As usual, y is equal to yc plus yp. Very structured method, very simplest method, very simplest algorithm. It saves your time, it saves your memory also processing. So for programming this method, it is very easy, it is very cracking method, it is very famous, it is very significant method. Okay. So we shall solve this problem, d square plus 1 into y equal to tan x by this method. Just I have explained you. So the differential equation is d square plus 1 into y equal to tan x. So here f of d is d square plus 1, number 1. F of d into y equal to f of x. So here our capital X is tan x. So first is we find yc. What is yc? Auxiliary equation is d square plus 1 equal to 0. Roots are plus minus I. Complex conjugate roots. As roots are complex and conjugate, we have yc is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Here alpha is 0, beta is 1. E raised to power 0x alpha x, that is 1. In bracket c1 cos beta x, c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. So I have used that formula for the complex and conjugate pair case. So here from this yc we determine y1 and y2. Coefficient of c1 is y1, coefficient of c2 is y2. So here obviously y1 is cos x, y2 is sin x. Okay, y1 is cos x, y2 is sin x. So what is y1 dash? y1 dash is minus sin x. Derivative y2 dash is derivative of sin x, which is cos x. After determining all this y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash, w is equal to, I have told you, the first step we determine the formula is y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash, second row of this 2 by 2 determinant. y1 is cos x, sin x, y1 dash is minus sin x into cos x. What is the value of this determinant? Cos square x minus sin square x. Cos square x minus sin square x. So it is cos square x plus sin square x. So w is equal to 1, obviously over here. In the next step we obtain u and v. Formula for u is minus y2 into capital X upon w into dx, that is equal to minus. What is y2? y2 is sin x into capital X, here capital X is tan x, upon w is 1 dx. Integrate this sin x into tan x. What is sin x into tan x? Tan x means sin x upon cos x. So it is sin square x upon cos x minus, of course, sin square x upon cos x dx. Sin square x is 1 minus cos square x, and minus sin square is cos square x minus 1. minus 1 upon cos x. So it splits into two distinct integral. Cos square x upon cos x, so integral cos x minus integral 1 upon cos x, it is sec x dx. Integral of cos x is sin x minus integral of sec x is log of sec x plus tan x. So that is your value of u. Now v is equal to integral y1 into capital X upon w dx. Integral is y1 into capital X upon Wronskian w, which is 1 year in this example. So y1 is cos x into tan x upon w is 1. What is cos x into tan x? Cos x into sin x upon cos x. So integral sin x dx. Integral sin x dx is minus cos x. So value of v is cos x over here. Pi yp is equal to u into formula is u into y1 plus v into y2. U was cos x into y1. y1 was cos x and u was sin x minus log of sec x plus tan x. Sin x minus log of sec x plus tan x. Log of this. U was cos x and this is v. Plus v was sin x. This is v. Not v was sin x. y2 was sin x. Sin x into v. Sin x into v. V was minus cos x. So that is your final value of the particular integral. U into y1 plus v into y2 yp. Finally y, the general solution is equal to yc plus yp. Yc was c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Adding this particular integral part, cos x times this bracket minus sin x cos x. That constitute your general solution, in which we have employed the very simplest method, variation